Today I try to explain about Kalinga War. Here I have divided in many subtopics. Those are: first one is introduction to Kalinga War, background of this war, course of the war, aftermath. Now let us start. The Kalinga War was fought in ancient India between the Mauryan Empire under Ashoka's rule and the state of Kalinga, an important federal kingdom located on the eastern coast, in the present day state of Odisha and northern part of Andhra Pradesh. The Kalinga War included one of the largest and deadliest battle in the history of the world. Kalinga did not have a king as it was culturally run without any. This is the only major war Ashoka fought after the becoming king. In fact, this war marks as a close of empire building and military conquest of ancient India that began with Mauryan king Bindusara. The bloodshed of this war is said to have prompted Ashoka to adopt Buddhism. Now let us see our second headline, that is a background of Kalinga War. The reason for invading Kalinga were both political and economic. Kalinga was a prosperous region consisting of the peaceful and artistically skilled people. They were the first from the region who travelled offshore to the southeast from trade. For this reason, Kalinga had important ports and powerful navy force. They had an open culture and used a uniform civil code. Kalinga was under the rule of Nanda Empire until the empire falls in 321 BCE. Ashoka's grandfather Chandragupta Maurya had previously attempted to conquer Kalinga but had been failed. Ashoka set himself to this task, conquering the newly independent empire as soon as felt he was securely established on the throne. Kalinga was a strategic threat to the Mauryan Empire. It could communication between Mauryan capital Pataliputra and Mauryan possessions. Kalinga also controlled the coastline for the trade in Bay of Bengal. Now let us see the course of war. The war was completed in 8 years. Ashoka's region, according to his own edicts of Ashoka, probably in the 262 BCE, after the bloody battle for throne following the death of his father, Ashoka was successful in conquering Kalinga. But the consequences of the led him to pledge to never again wage a war of conquest. Megasthenes was a Greek ambassador or historian who was visited to India on the time of in the court of Chandragupta Maurya. The ruler of Kalinga had powerful army comprises infantry, cavalry and elephant. Now let us see aftermath. Ashoka had seen the bloodshed and felt that he was a cause of destruction. The whole area of Kalinga was plundered and destroyed. Some of the Ashoka's later edicted estate and about 150,000 people are died in Kalinga war. Kalinga side and an almost equal number of Ashoka's army. Though the legends among the Odia people, descendants of the Kalinga's native, claim that those figure was highly disappointed by Ashoka. As for the legends, Kalinga army causes twice the amount of destruction. They suffered. The thousands of men and women were deported from the Kalinga, forced to work on cleaning the wasteland for future settlement. Now let us see Ashoka's response on Kalinga war. Ashoka's response to the Kalinga war is recorded in Edict of Ashoka. The Kalinga War prompted Ashoka, already a non-engaged Buddhist, to devoted the rest of his life to the ahimsa. Ahimsa means non-violence, and dharma. Following the conquest of Kalinga, Ashoka ended the military expansion of empire and began an era of more than 40 years of relative peace, harmony and prosperity. This is the end of Kalinga War. Lastly, I wanted to tell that guys, please support my videos and thank you for watching this.